chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. And I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit to hit with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me, I am up. Number 1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Not a day in my life, long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. Not a day in my life, as long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
Snow and Lambeau, Coach. Something about that combo that just works, like peanut butter and jelly. And we've got half a foot of the white stuff and still coming down here in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Green Bay Packers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Watson. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a handoff looking right. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. $14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go! 60 outlaw. What? Hey,
Jones now on 1st and 10. Gets it off to Freeman. 20! And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ready.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Taco Charlton make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Throwing Jones. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
On the ready.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. On 4th down, Jones. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Mike Gesicki, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point forthcoming. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Ready up.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. On first down, Jones. Over the middle, complete. It's Sullivan. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And his first carry, he loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be Will, because Will Ryan. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
Ready?
7-7, our score after one.
Got three down.
Got it.
58 for Mike. In your face.
Hey, Sam off. 25. Check 25. Look at me. Go now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Let's go.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Rock it.
I'm coming after you.
Ready?
Now Jones on 1st down. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Packers have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with you.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the 50, it's Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Jonas, the 8 read. Get it.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Trey Flowers make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Jones. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. It's caught. Inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on second down. Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Packers pick it up. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. They throw again on second down. This one's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Out of the gun, Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Shaw. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They run for it with Hunt. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Now a first down throw, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now it's Watson. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but now it's 3rd down. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Watson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th.
Hey, let's go. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my house.
On 4th down, Watson escaping the pressure right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
He'll let it go deep for Freeman. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. The throw over the middle taken in, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Jones throwing on 4th down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
2nd and 13. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Dashing through the snow. Past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They come out here in the eye.
Watch the flag. Watch the flag. 61. Matchbox light. 2.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Check 4.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Deion Kane, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is going to be Packer football.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal.
51 the mic, boy. 51, go.
Jones now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They run again with Hunt. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Taken at about the 36. They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down when they're that backed up. You've got to be careful going after him.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Packers pick it up. And he won't get in, but you can't be set up any better than that. They'll have the ball at the 1-yard line. The defense gets them the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again is Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense.
Throwing again. Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw again, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Faking the give. Now Watson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Tight dog.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 2nd and 12, Watson. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Watson now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Watson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Watson. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Cleveland Farrell. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
65. Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is caught, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Going to give this time to the tailback. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
91.
Brings up 2nd down.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
25-yard line.
Now Jones off the play fake, looking for the end zone, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Protein spill. It's our time. Get it.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
51 the mic, boys, 51. Watch the out, watch the out. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51.
After the interception, here's Watson. And his throw is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. This is the tight end fan. He's got the lane, and there he goes. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. To throw is Watson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 14. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Jones throwing on 4th down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Throw left side complete. That's Sullivan. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Throwing, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. From the 36, Watson. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Now they try the right side here. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Green Bay, it's a good 5th win for them as they play out the string. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, it's just more heartache as they drop their 12th game of the season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.